Welcome. Namaste. It is just wonderful to be with you and do yoga together. Ah, the energy of spring is really powerful. Lots of change. Sometimes I think of like the seed in the shell and the amount of pressure it takes to burst forth and sprout and become a plant. In Chinese medicine, the wood element is awakened right now, and that's a very ascending, powerful, becoming energy. And um, yeah, so I've been working with that in a couple ways. One is being more active, doing doing like cardio, doing strong yoga, and at the same time, I just find myself like in this frantic do, like endless calculating in my mind of getting everything done or something. And um, so I've been doing like conscious physical exertion and then really slowing down other times, like really like, okay, I'm just gonna sit and chew my food and just do this. And this is the only thing I'm doing. And yeah, doing things a little slower sometimes, particularly transition times, getting in and out of a car, when I'm moving from one room to the next, just seeing if there's moments where there really can be some consciousness and pause and um, release and savoring those times. So, with that in mind, let us start lying down against the earth, taking a Shavasana position. Hands could rest on the ground or on your belly, whatever feels better. Let your body soften against the earth, sensing the curvature of your spine. Allow your breath to flow, and the awareness connects with your breath, the pulse of life, really this cresting wave of reality. And you're right here for it, just riding that breath through its full cycle. This life cycle as our breath emerges, begins, expands, and begins to wane, to release, to lessen, and finally complete, only to begin again. This cycle of arising and passing. And we come into an alignment with life by feeling this full cycle, welcoming both expansion and decay, allowing each breath to move fully through your body, through mid lungs, moving through abdomen. You might even feel it through pelvis and legs, allowing the exhale to empty you out completely, this release of your energy. Take a few moments to presence each breath. Let yourself be a part of this flow of life, leaning into it, trusting, releasing. Reach arms overhead and join us in a full body stretch as you're ready. Welcome, anyone just joining us. Glad you're here. Plant both feet on the mat and take a windshield wiper twist. Arms open wide like a big wingspan. Allow your knees to drift side to side. The feet are about the width of the mat, so there's room to swivel your knees all the way in, all the way out. Hmm. The next time your knees reach to the left, let them get heavy here. Interlace hands above your head, and we're just going to pull gently long through the spine and perhaps a bit to your right, lengthening from the knuckles to the tip of the knees. Breathe through the side abs, your oblique muscles on the front side of the torso. Keep your hands woven together. Let's bring the hands above the heart and then stretch them all the way to the right. So your right elbow will be bent a little bit, left arm is straight, and the right arm is just pulling the left arm. Left shoulder might rise and shrug a few times as you open up the side of your chest and your neck. Nice. Center your knees, center the hands, and let's take that to the other side. Arms reach above your head. You may like to change the weaving of your fingers, just alternating by one finger. Knees get heavy. Arms may reach up and slightly over to your left, creating a diagonal line through your body. Forward, down to the right, up and back to the left. The yang energy, the activity, the reaching, balance with yin, perceiving, receiving, finding softness and ease to balance the reaching. Bring hands right above your heart. Knees are staying in the twist as arms reach across your chest to the left. So left elbow has a little bend, right arm is straight, and left arm is pulling the right arm comfortably across your body. Great pose to enhance with inner breath. Feel the shape of your rib cage move as the breath flows in and out of your body. Right shoulder may lift and lower, shrug and unshrug a couple times. Center your knees, center your arms. Reach arms overhead. We're going to keep our knees bent. Exhale for a sit up. Tuck your chin. Feet might walk forward to help you offset your body weight. Nice. Let's reach our arms up, breathing in. Exhale to lower down. Choice of a knee bend or lengthen legs as you come down. Yeah. Let's reach our arms up with an inhale. Exhale to sit up. Curl slowly using your abs. Knees could bend or be long. That's your choice. Use that next exhale to ease down to the mat. Yeah, so we're going to follow that pathway using your core to curl up. And it gets a little more dexterous every time. I find my first couple roll ups are sort of like clunk, clunk, clunk. And then it's like my ab muscles are becoming more articulate, more skilled in this segmentation of the spine. Yeah, we've got one more roll down and one more roll up. Excellent. Actually, we're doing some upper trap release. So this is a specific PT exercise. Go ahead and lie down onto your back. Take your arms out at a 45-degree angle, and we have our knees bent, our feet are flat. Choice of a karate chop position in your hands or palm down. You might try either one and see what fits better for your shoulder. So with this movement, we're going to press our heels down, drag them like a quarter inch to your hips, curl the tailbone just slightly off the mat. So you've got a little low ab engagement. Press palms down. Yeah, feeling the outer shoulder blade ground. So we have maybe like a 2 out of 10 effort in all of those actions. Feet press and drag toward hips. We're breathing as tailbone curls slightly off the mat and arms are pressing downward. As we hold this, we are breathing right to the center of the chest. Yeah, so the movement of the breath is really happening in the ribs. When you exhale, fog a mirror. Ah, make that ha whisper out through open mouth. And we're inhaling to fill up center of chest. Yeah, so we're going to stay in this engagement. We've got that 2 out of 10 effort, pressing arms down, heels dragged toward hips, tailbone slightly curled away from earth. Neck is at ease. Just keep checking in as you breathe. So this is an upper trap release and also scalenes. This is focusing on our muscles of the breath, being in the ribs and the diaphragm, helping our neck muscles to stop overachieving with the breath. Yeah. Oh, and that was that. Let's soften our body. Maybe you do a little side to side wiggle. There can be the leg pump with long legs, pumping the toes up and down. Create a soft movement to release your full body. We've got one more targeted upper trap exercise. This is going to be just one side at a time. Come back to the bent knee position. Take your left arm and we're going to make a fist and press it into the ground beside the left hip. So right hand is going to be on the left hip. Press your left fist slightly down toward your feet. So we're depressing the left shoulder. Let that shoulder get heavy. And the movement with the right arm is drawing a sword. So you start with like the right thumb facing down, and then we're going to slice up like a diagonal lift up to the right. So now your thumb is face up. Yeah. And then we're going to put the sword back in the sheath. Yeah. So meanwhile, your left fist is pressing down toward the left foot. So we're going to do those sword moves up and down. The left arm is also that 2 out of 10 effort. So not straining, we're still resting the back of the left shoulder on the mat. If things feel crunchy with the right arm extension, just do part of the movement. Doesn't have to be all the way down to the floor when you take the sword up. So as we do this, the left shoulder is depressing, and that's helping to open the left side neck. Yeah, let's take 2 more breaths with that. Great. Arms by your side. Another moment to jiggle, soft release, side to side jiggle, or up and down jiggle. That is your choice, or a little of both. Let's take 2 deep breaths with an open mouth, audible exhale. Yeah, just sighing it out. Yeah, let's take the other side. Feet to the earth. Right hand is in the fist. So we're pressing the pinky edge of the hand down with that fist. And then the knuckles are reaching, right knuckles reaching toward right heel just slightly. This is depressing your right shoulder. Let's just take a moment here to notice the right side neck opening. Hmm. Yeah, upper traps refer into the eyebrows, like an eyebrow or temple headache some of us can get. I get a little hint of that with this, which is indication it's a really good one to do. Yeah. So just that little effort to depress the right shoulder. Take your left hand and we're doing the sword. So left hand is by the right hip, holding the sword in the sheath. And we're going to slice up. Let's inhale for that lift. Exhale with control, sword back in the sheath. Yeah. And yeah, before class, we talked about doing some targeted um, neck, upper traps, scalenes. So I'll go ahead and send you guys the video where I learned these really good PT movements so you can do them at home, feeling the relief. Yeah. And we still have that right shoulder slightly depressing to help release above the collarbone, the deep inner neck. Give yourself 3 more rounds. Excellent. Finishing up. Full body jiggle. So the side to side, like jiggling a ribbon through your spine, or up and down, like you're putting a wave in a rope. Think of those waves at the gym or the, the ropes that people pull. Let's take a few breaths of softness, full body breaths that awaken the back of your lungs, the low belly, the pelvis, and hips. Excellent. Stretch arms overhead. Weave your hands together, and we've got a full sit up to curl, tuck, cross your ankles, and let's meet up in table pose. With toes curled, stretch your kidney meridian, press hips to heels, compress the back of your knee and calf. Glide forward to stretch inner wrist. Yeah. Press index finger base into the mat. Exhale to glide back for foot stretch. Inhale, glide forward, stretching palm, wrist, forearm. Excellent. Uncurl your toes. A few rounds of cat and cow to open front body with deep inhale and back body with deep exhale. Full exhale, empty it out extra, compress belly, take a moment of total emptiness. Yeah. Press all the way back to child's. Soften your spine. Aware of the yin energy to soften, release effort, and open your inner awareness. Ride the next inhale up through table, creating open heart, and exhale to downward dog. Bend knees, bend elbows one at a time. Gradually press your body into a still position. Circumference of palm rooted into earth. Inner elbows shine toward one another. Shoulders are shrugging down the back away from the ears, so neck becomes longer. Spine between shoulder blades is opening as ribs telescope away from each other, lengthening your spine up through the tailbone. All of this upward energy lifts your tailbone, and then there is downward energy to lengthen back of knees, sink through heels. Finding the yang aspect in downward dog. Pressing, reaching, breathing full inhales and full exhales. Take tiptoes and come on up to forward fold. Uttanasana. Take your time getting here. Align your foot position consciously. Finish your exhale in forward fold. Inhale to rise and stand. Arms reach, deep breath in. Exhale, press arms slowly down as you stand in mountain pose. Gentle shoulder circle to lift up, slide back and down. Enjoy a few rounds with your shoulders. Let shoulders soften down the back. Put little sandbags on each fingertip to lengthen inner elbow. Sides of neck soften as arms reach toward the earth. Slight nod of chin as base of skull lifts upward. Invite breath to fill belly, the basin of the pelvis. Breath grounding you into the earth. And just want to offer a moment to connect with all the other yogis who are practicing with you right now, appreciating this generosity of consciousness and allow yourself to receive the benefits of this collective practice. Full breaths with our sun salutations. Let's empty out the exhale as you stand tall. Inhale to reach up, heart to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, walk or hop to plank, soft elbows as you find plank pose. Breathe deep. Front ribs and low belly hug upward, providing lift, float. On knees or toes, we have low plank or chaturanga, bending elbows 90 degrees. Lower belly to the earth and breathe for your back bend. We're going to lift up and down slowly with your breath. So your inhale is a lift, peeling front body up. Exhale as you lower down. Legs reach long. It can feel nice to rise up to fingertips for your cobra movement, creating back body engagement with arm support. Yeah, our next inhale will take you up and back to downward dog. Exhale, core muscles lift up. Nice. 2 breaths in downward dog. With tiptoes, bend knees to hop or step to your hands. Exhale deeply in forward fold. Inhale as you rise and stand. Sweep arms, raise heart, hips forward. Exhale, arms beside you in mountain pose. A full breath, standing tall, cultivating awareness. With inhale, lift, open heart. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to your plank pose. Separate feet 1 footprint apart and do a windshield wiper with your heels. So we're pivoting around the toes, 1 inner heel, 1 outer heel down. Nice. And this is going to lead us into a side plank movement. One arm naturally peels up, and there's always an option just to tap the bottom knee down for support. Yeah, as you like, you're going to roll through regular plank and then pivot for the side plank movement. Visit 1 more movement on each side. Meet us back in child's pose. This moment of softening, relax the shoulder and neck connection. One more breath through the center of your body. Glide forward, finding your cobra position. Let's come into the Sphinx pose. Here we've got our forearms on the mat. And the general alignment, we're placing the elbow underneath the shoulder joint. And then I also like to leave a little wiggle room if you want to make that lower. Your elbows could walk forward or wide to make that a little less back bend. For a baby bird, somewhat like cat and cow here, inhale as chin rises. Exhale, drop chin and let your shoulders shrug. So the heart's going to sink and shoulder blades drop toward each other. Yeah. Press chest away from the mat for that baby bird. So we're broadening the shoulder blades, lifting the chin. And then exhale as you sink. Let the chest shrug, shoulders shrug up, following your breath like that. Yeah, one more round. Baby bird, shoulder shrugs. Release, bring hands beside your chest, and meet us back in downward dog. Step right foot forward between your hands. We're taking a warrior one position. That back foot will walk a little bit closer until the back heel is flat. With your inhale, rise up. We've got arms long, lunge into front knee. Find the fullness of your breath. Bend elbows to cactus. Yeah, we'll continue opening the shoulders. With inhale, draw blades together, opening chest. Exhale to chest press, elbows together in front of the heart. Breathing like that to open wide and chest press. After your next exhale, we're pressing in. Inhale, arms lift straight up for warrior one. Exhale, open for warrior two. We're going to fan that back foot wide, arms reach out to the side. Nice. Inhale, lift everything, long front leg. Exhale to the triangle pose. Right hand could rest on shin, block, or floor. Top arm will peel up. Heart may shine upward. Aware of your footprints and pour your body weight. Trust in your stance. One more inhale here. Exhale, arms down. Bend your right knee. Ease your body back to downward dog. And this is a choice point if you'd like to take a vinyasa flow from plank. Also, an option is child's pose. A moment for yogi's choice before we take the second side. From downward dog, step left foot forward. Create warrior one stance. Rise up as you're ready. So back foot is fanned out about 45 degrees. We're lunging into front knee, anchored into that heel. Slightly different arm flow. Take your hands, palms together. We're going to start with hands in front of your navel. A lot of you guys have done this one with me. We're flossing our shoulders. I got this one from the beautiful Usha. So we bring hands and then elbows together. You keep them together as long as you can. At some point, they separate. And then we take robot arms. So 90-degree bend, elbows come down by your hips, and we start again. So palms together, elbows together as long as you can. With exhale, cactus arms down to robot arms. Inhale, hands by the navel to trace up. The next time you are reaching up, lengthen arms all the way. Exhale, open for warrior two. You may readjust your foot position. Generally, we have heel to arch alignment through the feet. So feet are a bit more down the midline of the mat than they are for warrior one. Let the tailbone dangle. Put a little sandbag down at the base of your spine. Wonderful. Everything reaches up. Breathe in, long front leg. Exhale down for Trikonasana, the triangle. Yeah, finishing with this full body breath, fully receiving, fully letting go. Settle down to the earth, bend the front knee, touch the mat, and your choice to flow or relax. And taking the pigeon pose, let's bring right knee forward, creating pigeon on the right side. Spend a moment in the proud pigeon where your chest is reaching forward, a little tweeze between the knees, just like moving them a half inch toward each other, puts tone in your inner thigh and hip muscles that can really assist your pose. Take things forward as you're ready. You might be on flat palms, elbows. Some of us fold into a little sandwich with the belly on the front leg. Whatever your pose is today, be embodied. Feel what's here. Invite life fully in on your inhale, fully out on your exhale. Plant your hands. We're going to switch sides, either through table or downward dog. That is your choice. Step back and ease your left knee forward. Pigeon pose. Ekapada Kapotasana. For sensitive knees, the front ankle might be flexed to provide more muscular support under the knee. A moment in the proud pigeon, supported by leg strength, core strength. Ease forward as you're ready. Full breaths. Flush open your hips.
Soften the space between your shoulders. Audible exhale softens the throat, releasing neurologically through the hips.
For a fun transition, you are simply going to roll to your left to roll onto your back. Scooch so you're on your mat again. For friends who arrived a bit late, we're doing a 45-minute class today. So we're headed for Shavasana. Just want to offer a moment for last poses to release your body. Final resting pose, leaning into the yin quality, passive, still, generative, life giving. Let yourself rest and receive deeply. I will leave you to complete your practice as you like. How wonderful to be with each of you today and in the big picture.